Yo, what is going on today, ladies and gents? Today we're going to be talking about how my friend group got kicked out of one school. And technically, only like one of us really got kicked out, but it's more like I was asked to leave, and my other boy was just like, "Nah, I'm done with this shit." But I'm gonna go more into depth on this because like I'm obviously gonna have to make a whole video out of this. You heard? So let's just like get straight into this shit. Yeah, so let's just get right into this shit. It's a pretty dumbass story because it's just the principal's a racist fuck and no shit's done about him, and I will bring up some more shit about him either in this video or the future if I can remember. So basically we started off the school year thinking we were the shit. We were pretty much like partying until fucking 3 a.m., going to school the next day absolutely fucking obliterated. But I moved to this small white town about 3 years ago, and my boy Taekwon is like literally one of the only black people here, and he got called the N word, and he was not gonna let it slide, and neither would I, because that's some fucking racist big ass bullshit, and like Big C, that's what we're calling him, the person who had called him that, he uh he sent a message to Big C's sister, and I'm not going to disclose what it said because one, it wasn't even incriminating, so it was bullshit, but it's just not worth like bringing up. And so pretty much what had happened was he sent the text, and the next day he was asked to leave for mental health day, and then they had a meeting like in September. I don't remember the exact date, but they were like, yeah, so we're gonna have to ask you to leave this school. We're not expelling you because that's gonna ruin your chances of getting into another school. By the way, he didn't get into another school. He's in online right now, and this is some bullshit. So pretty much they asked him to leave, and what had happened before they had asked him to leave, because he was suspended for a week for like literally just pushing a kid because he called him the N-word. And I was like, dog, that's some bullshit. I literally have the video. If I can find it, I will put it up on like the video, like my fucking video, you know what I mean. And yeah, if I can find it, I'll show it to y'all. But here's the thing, during the week he was gone for the suspension, what had happened was they literally searched. It was probably a school with around like 300 kids in it. Like I said, this is a small ass school, and they searched literally everybody's phone. And when they called me in, I was just like, "Nah, you're not searching my phone. I don't want y'all going through my shit." And I had told my dad that they're searching phones, and if they like start trying to search my shit, I'm just not. I'm gonna tell them nah, because that's some fucking bullshit. And my dad was like, "Yeah, that's valid. But what do you got on there?" I'm just like, "Nothing important, really. I just don't want them going through my shit." And at the time, that let's just say there were some goofy ass videos I just didn't went to school seeing, and it was just some straight bullshit. And so I got called into the office, and they were like, "Yo, so we're gonna need to see your phone." And I'm just like, "Nah, you're not doing that shit, cuzzo, because you're a bitch." And pretty much what happened was they were like, "We're gonna call the fucking cops on you and get a warrant to search your phone." And I said, "Do it. I'm gonna break my phone before they get here." And I had no intention of breaking my phone, but I had no intention of letting them search my shit either. And that it was just not happening. And pretty much, like, I knew I was getting called in the office, so, like, I think it was, like, a day prior, I just, like, deleted all my social media so they wouldn't go through it, because it's not like I had bad shit in it, it's just, like, it's shit I don't want anybody seeing. It's, like, personal goofy videos of me and my homies, and it's just, like, it's not anybody else's business, you feel? But the main reason I really was not scared about it was because I knew I would be moving soon to across the state, and so I really did not have a flying fuckaroony to give. So I was just like, "I'm gonna break my phone if you walk up in here with some cops," and he was just like, "Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing, since you're not complying by our ordinance, you're going to have to either leave the school or we will have you removed." And I was just like, "I bet." So I call him daddy, and he was like, we're getting out." And basically what had happened was I wouldn't say I got kicked out, but I was asked to leave. And that was just like, in my mind, it was so fucking mind-blowing that small ass schools are just going to be doing this over literally not letting someone search their phone. And it was just like, again, there was nothing bad on it, so like, how are they gonna trip over it? But like, I get, since you're a little bitch ass motherfucker, Principal, I'm not naming him, let's call him Principal Bernstein. Yeah, Principal Bernstein. Yeah, that motherfucker, he is straight bitch. And let's bring up some other shit about him, because recently there's been some stuff like Big C. he threatened to pew pew the escuela and threatened to target people, yet he only got suspended for a week. And I gotta say, if that is not racism, I don't know what the actual fuck is. Because my boy Taekwon didn't even, like, threaten to do shit. And Big C over here threatens to shoot up the whole damn school, and ain't shit done about him. And then also, Mr. Bernstein's Twitter. Let's go into depth about that. So basically, he put out tweet around 2012 about something about Trump's wife, and me personally, I'm not a political person. I don't like getting involved with that. I've since learned that nothing will ever work for anybody, because nobody accepts everything, and I've come to terms with that. But here's the thing. I didn't care what he put out, but it was the fact that he was a school superintendent and now principal, because like when you go to a small school, they pretty much have you run everything. And so he put that out at the time, and it's like not a big deal if like a normal person tweeted it and they worked for like a different company, but you work around children, you shouldn't be putting this kind of stuff out. And they've had meetings about him, and yet nothing will be done about him. And so finally, I'm going to write a statement on behalf of my boy Taekwon because of his racist bigotry. And simply, I'm just not going to have that stupid ass shit, because literal racism, legit racism. And let's talk about my boy Jim. My boy Jim, he just didn't like the school. He didn't like it. He didn't like doing school. He didn't like the people there. And I can understand that. I don't like anybody in that fucking school other than like 3 people. And I have another story about this school that literally just happened less than a week ago. And I will put that out sometime. I don't know when, but it will be put out, because let's just say I got kicked out of graduation with my boy. And it was more bullshit. The cops were there and shit. It was funny as hell. I will put out a video about it soon. But my boy Jim, his mommy is a straight G. Like, you know, she took him out, and like he went into online school as well, but that's because like no other schools were taking him either. Sorry, I got like weird ass heartburn right now. I don't know what the hell did that. But yeah, mommy's a G. Put him in a new school. Put his sister in my school. Actually, she got put in the school before me, but I had like life events that happened to me recently that required me to move back to this town from halfway across the state. And now I just pretty much go to this school, but it's pretty chill. His sister's pretty chill. I think of their family like family. Like me and my boys, we locked in. You heard, and like. It's just goofy, bro. It's straight goofy. This principal really fucking like uprooted everybody's lives over a fucking text. Let alone that my boy can't even go back to the school because the fucking principal, who probably weighs over 300 pounds, 6'2" tall, and yet he got a 4-year restraining order on him just so he could not come back to the school. I shit you not. I'm not joking. And also, let's talk about the time it was probably, I would say a little bit past September, probably early October. And what had happened was my boys had pretty much left the school already. And I was still in there for like probably like, I would say another like week. And so as that was happening, they came to say hi to one of their friends, because they have friends that go to that school, and they like saw me and they're like, yo, what's good? And you know me, I was about to go hop on the bus, because like we ride that bus. You heard, the back of the bus be the littest. But like I just remember 300 pounds of pure fat running at me, and I bolt out the way, and then the fucking secretary running at him as well. They were coming to yell at my boys, Jim and Taekwon, because they were coming to say hi to one of their friends, and it was just some bullshit, because like the mother of Big C, they live very close to the school, and what had happened was she saw them walking towards the school, called the cops, and they called the school to let them know what was going on. So shit was going straight fucking down, you heard. And it was just like I swear to God, I cannot deal with his fucking mom, because I actually used to be friends with Big C before I knew what a piece of shit he was. Like he mentioned comments, and I was just like, nah, there's no way he's being for real. But like I eventually realized he was actually just a racist piece of shit. But at the same time, I slightly feel bad for him, because like his like his family life, his parents are just like not good role models of what to do. But like he's still a straight bitch about shit, and like I can't do anything about that. He's got to learn to do shit on his own, and you can't really, I don't think it's that easy to fix the values that were installed in his head. And I kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time I fucking like hate him as well. But yeah, that was pretty much the story of how me and my boys got kicked out of our first high school. And who knows what holds in the future for us, because I don't know. My new school acting a little goofy. Might have to do some stupid shit in it, you know. Might gotta start doing some dumb shit, and I'm not saying I am, because I don't want the school to fuck me in the ass. So yeah, that's pretty much what I gotta say. Peace.